Good morning. In the world of education, the growth and development of staff play a crucial role in ensuring academic excellence and institutional progress. As education continues to evolve with new technologies and learner expectations, so too will people who deliver it. Today, we're honored to speak with Mrs. Sadhana Deshmukh, Director of Staff Development Center here at Niti D2B University. With a strong academic background in psychology and over 17 years of experience in higher education, Mrs. Deshmukh brings a unique perspective and insight to staff development. Good morning, Mrs. Deshmukh. Thank you for joining us today. We're thrilled to have you here.
Good morning. Pleasure to be here.
So, to start off, your academic foundation is in psychology. So, what inspired you to transition from that background into the education sector, specifically into this staff development sector?
Okay. Yes, I'm a psychologist by profession, and I always say I'm a trainer by choice. So I chose this training field by choice, though I started my career as a psychologist in one of the schools in Mumbai. I'm originally from Mumbai. So when I started as a psychologist, I also realized that apart from meeting the students or the parents, there is another layer where I can go and help the people to maybe develop themselves before maybe they become parents or before they become teachers or whatever, or before they get into the corporate. And from there, the interest of training started building. And I was fortunate enough to get an opportunity to work with a training center who was into a corporate training in a big way. And that is how I jumped from psychology to the training. But I would always remain a psychologist because I feel my psychology background gives me a strong foundation to understand the training needs, the human behavior, and what brings in the changes in the human behavior. So that helps quite a lot.
So you talked about the needs in the sector. So how do you assess and identify those needs across various departments within the university?
Okay, so what we do from Staff Development Center every year is we have developed a form called Training Needs Analysis Form, which is sent to all the faculties or rather all the institutes who are under the umbrella of Knitted into the University. So each faculty gets that form and they fill the form on the basis of what they feel is their need. So there are certain areas where there is only, under personality development, there are certain areas. Under financial development, there are certain areas. Under educational or the classroom management, there are certain areas. So they just fill it and send it back to us. And then from there, we pick up what are the main, or rather the top 10 that appear on the basis of most of the faculties have chosen. And for that particular year, we do those 10 programs under pedagogy or under classroom management or personality development, or it also could be, financial management. So that is the process that we follow.
So from your perspective, what is the significance of staff development and what are the benefits it may have on individuals as well as the organization?
See, even after 30 years into the field, I still feel that there are certain areas I don't know. So training is the need of each and everyone at whatever age you are. So see, it's basically training in the education sector is done to upskill the teaching staff, support staff, administrative staff. And underneath EDU, we have, I always say it in case if I go out and meet people and they'll say, what courses do you have? And I always tell them that you name it and we have it. Yeah. So the needs are different, but the basic needs, like how do we manage the classroom? How do we understand the today's generation? or how the technology can be used in the classroom so that the classroom is like, it becomes an engaging classroom. All these things, each and every, whether you are from medical field or whether you're from dental or whether you're from media or architecture, all the teachers require it. When it comes to support staff, yes, if they are not working in team or if they are not working as a team or if they don't know what is customer service, they're not going to be effective. So staff development is basically to create an impact on your, on your customers, in this case, the students as well as the patients or whoever you meet. And also, when you get trained, I feel when you upskill yourself, you gain that confidence. And any institute with a confident staff, teaching, non-teaching support staff, is going to flourish. And that is what is the need.
So, other than the quadrants you mentioned, what other key qualities do you think are essential for staff members in this changing educational environment?
Essential qualities required by the staff, I would bifurcate again teaching and non-teaching. Teaching staff, of course, even at my age, I can't say that, okay, this is where I will stand and let the youngsters understand me, doesn't work. Yeah. So basically, understanding the needs of the today's generation and creating that environment in the classroom, empathy always, and how, if I'm standing in front of these many students, do I enjoy that particular role that I play as a mentor, as a faculty, or sometimes as a friend? Yeah. So introspection for the faculty is extremely important. And am I with this generation when it comes to technology? If you are not, then you are going to, have a lot of challenges, to connecting with this students. Because see, it's basically, as a teacher, when I stand, only one question each one should ask: with, am I able to connect with my students? That's it. If you're able to do that, and I always say this, you have to be that Pied Piper where everybody follows you. That's it. If you know how to be that, things would fall in place. For support staff, yes, they need to understand how to handle all age groups, because admin staff handles students, admin staff handles the senior faculties, they handle the other department executives. So they need to know, one is the hierarchy and how to connect with all the age groups. And that is the challenge for them. And in case if they're not able to do that, it's always somebody else to take that place.
On that note, do you think there's a shift in the approach to staff development over the years, especially in a time where technological advancements and changes in education are prominent?
Absolutely. I think the universities are becoming aware that, see, when I started many years back, it was most of the time it was the corporates and education sector, or maybe very limited training sessions used to happen. But now you realize, I mean, if you take NITED into the university, it's a how to say it. We are fortunate that we have a staff development center. Not many universities have it. And when I joined, that is what was told to me. It has to be very structured approach so that the faculties uplift themselves. They train themselves on a regular basis. So changes are there. We do online sessions as well. Yeah. As well as we do a lot of training programs to help faculty members to make them understand how to use different technologies in the classroom. So to answer your questions, is the approaches are changing. There are also, it's not only within the organization or within the university, because we also see the opportunities outside where we can send the faculty members outside. They get trained and then they come and share that knowledge with their group or with their colleagues. So yes, definitely the approaches are changing.
So, having accumulated 17 years in the field, do you feel there are any changes or improvements that should be brought about to the education sector or to the staff development sector as such?
Education sector, yes, definitely. But I feel today's generation is very fortunate because the kind of programs available for them, sometimes it becomes little difficult for them to choose which one to choose because they have a lot of choice. So that is, of course, a positive. But then most of the programs should have the approach where it's more of hands-on experience rather than classroom sessions. We still, I feel, many a times are in that spoon feeding mode, and that is where I feel the students struggle when they get into the corporate, because that is where you are expected to work on their own. So maybe that area, hands-on, and it's more of projects, more of um, uh, research work. Yeah, whatever you like. If that is included in our, not only in the graduation, but even at the school level, that will definitely help. So those are the small changes definitely we need to look at.
So that's all for today. Thank you for sharing the insights. It's clear that staff development isn't just about training, it's also about nurturing potential and fostering growth, isn't it? So, is there any message to the educators or administrators you would like to share?
Only one message: do the introspection, see where you want to improve, what you want to nurture, what needs to be developed, because the roles that we play as educators are, that role is very important because you are creating the future generation. So we are creating the nation. It may sound cliche, but then that's the truth, because I'm very sure you also as a student would be following certain teachers and would not be following certain teachers, isn't it? So take that role, understand that role, and play it to the fullest. That's about it. A lot of things will fall in place for India.
Thank you once again for your time and the incredible work you do at NITEDU.
Thank you.
And for our listeners, thank you for listening. And until next time, stay inspired and keep learning.